What do the rest of you want to do here?
Well, we gotta walk together, or else they're gonna see us. So I'm fine with sneaking around the carriage and having a look-see. Keep Ool.
BB?
We can keep Ool's imp to keep an eye on him.
Do we still have BB?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Are you just gonna roll down the hill or
No, I'll follow.
have a laugh?
You having a giggle, mate?
You having a laugh?
So right about here,
Yep.
how far down is it?
Probably like a 5-foot hop off the side.
All right. I'm gonna stand back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let Vincent go first.
All right, I'm fairly confident. I step off.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to make any checks.
I'm gonna have BB come over here and then hand Ool to him because Ool has no perception at all right now.
Oh, that's right. Ool's looking.
I've been carrying her around.
Yeah, you could
Or
probably
leading her
just
around.
Can I just get on
hoist her up
BB's
on your
back or
back.
something?
If you want to ride piggyback on BB, I would allow it, but you would both have to make some kind of dexterity throw
They were plus 10.
to get situated.
You want to do that, Blaine?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right.
I imagine them trying to go back, but
And
go ahead.
actually,
You make your rolls.
BB, are you gonna hop down off the ledge before Ool sort of climbs on your back here?
Yeah, I'll jump down and like. Yeah.
Okay. Ool, you can make your
You
check
want
with
to jump
advantage
down
then.
and like, grab her?
Yeah, is there any way I can like help?
Yes, you can help too if you'd like.
I
So,
would like to help.
Ool, you will also have advantage, which doesn't even matter.
My dice are hot tonight.
All right. So BB's down here. Ool's here. BB, make your dex throw here.
Critical failure.
Womp.
Okay.
Oh, hell.
Fedorov, you make a dex save to see if you can steer this in the right direction.
Okay. Dex save.
No.
God.
Okay. Ool is laying on the ground, but you are all still silent, so you are still
Yes.
hidden.
True. Well, let's just leave her there, I guess.
I start seizing.
Do you want to do anything with your imp at this time, by the way?
I mean, if we're gonna sneak over there, I might as well leave it to be our lookout.
Okay.
Can BB? She's like 5 feet, right? And I'm assuming BB's like at least 12. Can he just like kind of slide her onto his shoulder, and then
Well,
just carry?
I don't
You
think
know,
BB's.
she's like a damsel in distress.
I don't think BB's 12 feet tall, but he's pretty goddamn strong. So if BB wants to do an athletics check, see if you can just hoist Ool over your shoulder, like you're carrying her, I don't know, off to your cave.
Yeah.
That's
Don't touch
what
the
I
goods.
assumed was happening originally.
All right.
Cave time.
It was going to be more a Master Blaster situation, Ryan. She was going to climb on his shoulders. Okay. All right. So yeah, you just effortlessly pick up Ool.
All right, off we go.
Okay.
To the wagon.
Nimbly hop down.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can see that this carriage has been beaten up badly. Like, it was pushed. It and the horses that drew it were pushed to their limit to get it here. It's sort of the canvas on it is sort of torn, and it's not the lustrous white it was. It's sort of stained green and brown with mud, and the windows are knocked out of it, and
Is the door facing us, or is it away?
there's a door on either side.
Okay. Can I poke my head in there and see if there's any like papers? I'm assuming there's like a big ball of violence going on, and there's just like shit flying everywhere.
Yeah, you pop the door open. It's broken enough that the latch doesn't really make a sound when you open it either. And
Cool.
there's a a satchel that Vincent would recognize sitting sort of thrown aside on one of the seats. There's also a file with slips of paper sitting sort of poking out the top of it.
Or I'm taking those sheets of paper.
Okay. You want to have a look over them?
Yeah, I'll thumb through them.
Okay. They seem to be a lot of legal jargon, all boiling down to, or in relation to one specific form that says Lubeck, Lubeck Venture Organization, number 4098. Application pending. And then there's a line below it that says requested name, and another piece that's been torn away. But there's a heading above where it was torn away that says owning members. You also find a document that looks like a will. The last will and testament of Mickham.
Shit, am I on that will?
You are mentioned. You're a line item on his will.
Fuck. All right. I want that.
Okay. It says that in the event of his untimely demise, because he has no next of kin, he leaves all of his worldly belongings to the henceforth mentioned venture. Did somebody remember the numbers I said? 4098. Yep.
I wrote down.
Okay. So it would seem that Mickham has willed you to this organization.
Well, I think I found the name of our group, boys.
Yeah.
We're the Lubeck Venture Organization, 4098.
Name
40.
pending. It's
Name pending.
to be named. Yeah, name pending.
Okay, good. That way I can own myself.
Way, I thumb through them quickly and I just slide them into my my satchel.
Okay.
Yeah, you hold on to this will.
I got a forgery.
I didn't
Will
let you
will
see.
everything.
I just thumbed through
Yeah,
it. And
that's what I'm thinking. We can forge the shit out of this. You and me.
that's what I was thinking too.
Make Vincent, make an intelligence check with advantage because you have a forgery kit
Are we doing this now?
right now.
No,
You're not forging it.
Okay, hold on.
You're looking over the
when
documents.
When I went through it, I just went through real quick,
Right.
and then I slid it in my satchel. I didn't
Okay.
want anyone to see what was in there.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Well, then I guess I don't know.
Okay.
I had such time to deal with this later.
Okay. All right. What would you guys like to do here? Mickham kind of calls over to number 7 and says something that
There's a satchel in there too, wasn't there?
yeah, there is a satchel that Vincent would recognize.
It's full of nothing. Actually, it has the original, or maybe the copy of the Zazach contract. I think with
Yeah, it has some
somebody.
has a sort of demonic contract in it.
And then a bunch of worthless notes.
Yep.
And wanted posters that don't mean anything.
Give me a perception check.
Whom?
You.
Oh.
18. Okay. A lot of those notes you looked at, now that you've sort of grasped the situation, make sense. And you get the feeling that it was some kind of code that Mickham was sending ahead to keep this organization or this cult abreast of your activities as you traveled through the forest.
Can I don't remember any of those notes.
Okay. I don't either,
What
so
they said.
don't make me recite them.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So I don't have to
You just...
remember.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I just realize.
Yeah, wait a minute. All of those things they mentioned, if you look at it through a lens of there's a cult keeping track of us. It kind of seems like he's been telling the cult where we are.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
Are you gonna stash those, or do you want me to stash those too?
They're probably not very helpful.
I got
All right.
a satchel full of things. I'm a true college student right now. Just a satchel full of like just scribbles.
Yeah, insane ramblings and demonic contracts and what have you.
Shit. Has the imp heard anything while we've been doing this?
Yes. It sounds like Mikam is almost having a crisis of faith. In that Sergei has promised him a series of events that would unfold that have not come to fruition. And he's kind of saying, I watched your damn signs. They came and went, and there's nothing here. They're not coming. They're dead in the swamp.
Is he talking about us? Can we determine if he's talking about us?
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's talking about you.
And he's waiting for us.
He is. It would seem that that this smoky figure has reassured him that you would be here at this time.
Hey, Ness?
Yeah.
Or Ool, maybe. Can you cast spells through your familiar?
I think so, right?
Yep,
Fine.
yep, you can.
So could you like telepathically talk to Braun and maybe make him aware of our presence and tell him not to give it away?
Good idea. I can't be invisible and do that, can I?
Correct. The imp has to concentrate on being invisible.
Oh. Ooh.
So
How far away can you talk?
30 feet.
Okay.
I guess if I go kind of like behind the snake, will they be able to see me?
You would probably have to make a stealth check, but it's reasonable to assume that you would be able to hide back there.
Okay, I'm gonna hide back here.
Okay. And you want to...
Decloak, make a stealth check.
14. All right. This number 7 is deep in prayer. He has no inkling that you're back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Braun that we're here, bud.
When you do so, it's almost like a stadium loudspeaker, and your voice that you had communicated telepathically rings out across the ravine as you see
Damn.
Oh shit.
a jewel that Mikam had been clenching in his hand so hard he probably had cut himself, crumbles away. And Sergei just smiles and says, "Seeing is truly believing. They have come."
Could they tell where that came from, or was it just kind of?
No, they just heard it happen.
Okay.
My bad.
He says,
It was a good idea.
I thought it was a good idea. I didn't see the stadium loudspeaker.
"Yep." It's almost as
Didn't
if
know we were in like a.
they are aware of your capabilities, Ool.
Fuckers.
Sergei says in a not unpleasant tone, "Come out, friends. Face your destiny. You've caused me nothing but trouble. I just want a conversation."
I'm good.
Didn't he try to kill me last time I saw him?
He did. Yep.
Not a fan. Not a fan of him right now.
I don't know who you are, but
He says,
I have a feeling your followers have tried to kill us on multiple
he
occasions.
says, "You have nothing
I meant
to
to
fear."
give him an elevator pitch of who this guy was as we were descending down the.
Yeah. You guys are kind of aware that this guy is the ringleader of a group of just asshole cultists. No idea what their motivations are, but